Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at this tiny little RGB light from Sandmarc, and I mean tiny. Like, take a look at the size of this compared to a credit card. They've put it so that it's just smaller than a credit card. They've done an incredible job at that, and it's very slim, so it fits in your pocket. This is gonna be living in my backpack all the time, because why wouldn't I take it? It's just so small, I would even forget that I have it there. So this is an awesome little light. They sell 4 different lights, Sandmarc does. This is specifically the Prolight Mini RGB. There's the 4 of them, 2 are mini and 2 are regular size. So these are the mini ones. This is the RGB mini one, and then they sell a bi-color one with a Kelvin scale, and then they sell the same ones that are larger. So we're gonna be taking a look at these lights here, what they have to offer, a couple settings, what comes in the box. So just so you guys know, Sandmarc did send me this light so that I could review it and we can take a look at it. So let's go ahead and take a look at what it has to offer and see some practical uses for this light and how I personally would use this light. So it comes in this nice little box here with a little magnet in the front. Once you open it there, you've got your light and this little foam thing. So let's take that out. And it also comes with this little hot shoe. This little screw mount here is actually quite handy here. If you can see there, it's got 2 little screws and then an adjustable and a little hot shoe. So what we use that for here is if you have the camera, you're gonna take this little thing off, and then you're gonna put that hot shoe either your tripod or onto your camera. So in this case, my camera there, and then this one here will just screw on the top. Once you've got it there, you've got a couple screws there, so I'm gonna tighten the top one until that's nice and tight, and now I've got my camera with a nice light on the top. It also comes with a little baggie here, a microfiber bag, and it comes with USB-C, which is nice to have, a USB-C cable, and then a couple instructions in the bottom of the box. So as far as the light here, let me just take the screw off here. It comes with a little diffusion pouch here. This little diffusion is just so that it helps you diffuse. If you're vlogging or you have this pointing to you, this helps diffuse it a little bit. If you're trying to make it a nice softer light, you can use this diffusion pad. Let me show you the difference. So there it is without the diffusion, and then once we put the diffusion, it just diffuses it a little bit. There's your example. There's your hand with the diffusion, and then there's without the diffusion. To turn it on, you just have to hold the power button until it powers on. And then you're gonna see a couple settings there. You're gonna see H, S, and V. Your H, your hue, that's gonna be your hue angle, your S for your saturation, and then your V for your value, how bright you want it. So that's gonna be your 3 settings. Your set will change it between the 3, and then you've got plus and negative buttons here that will change it. So for example, I'm gonna be affecting the hue right now. As we change the hue angle, you can affect the hue. And there's this little chart here I'll put on top. This shows you kind of the hue angle and where the hue is gonna be on the chart. And then the saturation here, if we affect the saturation, it shows how much saturation you want in the color. So as we bring it down, it brings it down to a white. And then all the way down here is your brightness, is how bright do you want that light to be. It is nice that it goes all the way down to 1 so that we can control the light at 1 intensity, increasing by 1, increments of 1. So it's very controllable to be very specific how much you want. So that's really nice to know that it does have that. Another little thing that this light has is that it is 96 CRI, which is color rendering index, which is really nice to know. That is how accurate a color is. So this is claiming to be purple, the hue angle of 315. So it is 96% accurate on that scale. So that's really nice to know that it is an accurate color, what it represents. This light also includes some effects. If we click the M button here, the power button, it switches over to effects, and it's got a couple different ones. As you can see, your F6 has this one that just cycles through them. And these I just find are kind of fun little things to do. This one has a red, almost like a, I'm not sure what that would be. What effect would that be? Kind of flashes between the different colors. This one is SOS. This one here, you've got kind of a lightning going on, another lightning. You've got police, that's kind of cool. And then you've got this one, which looks like a plus, maybe an ambulance. And then this one, I'm not sure what that would be. And then cycling again. And then you can click the M button again, which takes you back to HSV. So the only downside I could see for this little light here is that it does not include Kelvin scale. So they do sell the RGB version, and then they sell the Kelvin version, which I don't have, but that is the only downside. It would be nice if they both were included in the same version, and then we could flip between HSV control and then over to Kelvin scale and then back to HSV. So that would be something kind of cool. I did look onto the internet and see if there was any conversion from HSV to Kelvin, but it is a little bit more complicated than I thought. There was some people doing Kelvin to RGB to HSV. The results were kind of unreliable. So anyways, that's something, if you guys know anything, maybe put it down in the comments below of how we can convert from HSV to Kelvin. Anyways, that's kind of a side note there for this little light. But this kind of light is not necessarily for Kelvin scale. This is more for adding mood to your lighting. Now let's go ahead and jump into and take a look at a couple shots and video shots that I got using this light and see how you can use this creatively and other options to give you guys some ideas on how to use little RGB lights like this one. I hope you guys enjoy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I will see you guys next week. Have a good week or weekend, I guess, when I'll be posting it, probably on Friday, if today's Friday. So, bye.